All right, this is my second try at this Richmond stream. I don't know if this will work. I had to cancel the first one because my headphones were not working. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. I got to make sure that I hear my scanner because otherwise I'm going to be in the dark because I still got to concentrate on the race. But just thought as long as I was at home, we could check this out together. So let's see if this works. I'm not going to put it out on Twitter to start because it's just sort of an experiment. So Victor, the first one in here, he says he can hear me. So that's progress, right? Got my iced coffee here. Jordan, welcome in. So I've got my my scoring monitor here. Wish I could figure out how to share my screen, but okay, cool. You guys can hear me now. That's great. Like I was saying, I'm just trying to make sure I hear the scanner too. I use like the NASCAR.com scanner. NASCAR during the pandemic, they gave us this scoring monitor that they haven't taken away yet. I'm hoping they don't take it away at all. Oh, I'm not centered here. I'm always nervous they're going to take it away because I've come to rely on it. Even at the racetrack, I use this now. It has not only does it have like the running order, of course, and like the amount of lead changes, the number of different leaders, the current points. You know, when I'm putting like live standings and stuff. But it also has the last pit stop for each driver, which I've really come to rely on it because like situations for Indy, right? You're like, well, how long is this? People say, yeah, I mean, we could watch on TV and wait, but I need to myself too to just understand the strategy picture. So TV does a great job. I mean, especially Steve Letarte is so great at breaking that down. But anyway, so my plan is I'm going to try, the normal tweeting, normal Twitter updates, and then I'll try to talk to you guys. Again, I watched this through YouTube Live, so I'm pretty far behind. I'm pretty I think that probably some of you will be a few seconds ahead of me. I'm pretty far behind in terms of when I can see things. But the good thing is the scoring monitor I have, if it's a caution, it pops up immediately. Like it turns from green to yellow immediately. So I don't know if you guys leave me something in the comments here. Do you guys want me to? Because I'm with Brett W here. He says his YouTube live runs around 40 seconds behind. So do you guys not want spoilers? Like, do you want to wait until things are happening? Or like if there's a caution and I see it on here, even though we don't know it yet on TV, do you want that info? Or do you want me to like not spoil something if you guys are watching it like I am with a delayed feed? Let me know. Let me know how fast you want the info, I guess. Okay, so you guys want the info immediately. Okay, I got you. 10-4. They just went green, by the way. So I'm still on the pace laps, but they just went green. Interesting to see how the tires will work, but unless there's a bunch of cautions, I'm kind of skeptical in terms of. So we have Denny Hamlin has led the first lap, but it must be side by side because the margin was only 0.03 seconds. So it just now started on my TV. So yeah, I'm pretty far behind here. Well, no jumping the restart was possible this time with Denny and Martin on the front row. It looks like, as I'm watching this behind now, it looks like you would think Martin was going to be able to maybe get a run off the high line, but Denny was able to power back by. So now, okay, it looks like Denny settled into the lead here. Josh Berry spoiling the Gibbs party up front. 3 out of the top 4 cars. So every single car obviously started on the normal tires. Ooh, the overhead shot of the crowd is not particularly flattering. Not a huge surprise there. So as it stands now, with Larson, not getting a good qualifying effort for this race, and Elliott being 7th, Larson is only 2 points to the good on the regular season championship. The regular season championship is going to be pretty compelling here because you've got Reddick currently 12 points back, Hamlin 27 back. So, especially with Daytona coming up too, somebody's going to get taken out. Playoff bubble wise, right now, get this: Bubba Wallace is in the playoffs right now over Ross Chastain to start this race because Bubba is running 5th, Chastain's running 15th. So as it stands right now, we have Bubba +3 on the cut line in the playoffs. Chris Buescher is 13 points on Bubba if there was going to be a new winner. So Chastain's going to pick things up. This is a good start for Bubba, obviously. Answering Darren's question, how do I get the scoring monitor? NASCAR gave us this monitor thing during the pandemic when we had to cover it from home. It was a monitor that we had never had before. It's different than the one at the track. And the password still works for it. So I know it someday it might not work anymore. But for now it's good. So it's very helpful. And I use it at the track as well. So 10 laps down here. So we're looking at Denny still with a less than 1 second lead over Truex. Let's see if there's any big movers here. Doesn't seem like Larson is actually going backwards. Larson just dropped to 15th. Yeah, Larson is not only not making any ground, but has lost a couple spots here. Oh, sorry, I got fooled by the replay. They were showing the Kyle Busch in-car from Indy when he hurt his wrist. See, Keselowski, really bad qualifying effort. He's 28th now. So this is sort of my concern. So Aaron asked here, why did no one try the Reds to start? I just think that they weren't going to last very long, and everybody at Richmond is anticipating these long runs. So let's say you started on the Reds, and let's say they only last 40 laps or something before they start falling off. I don't know what that number is. But then all of a sudden your tires have fallen off so much, you got to pit under green. You lose 3 laps on a gamble. You'll never get those back because the rest of the field is off strategy from you. I just, that's why I'm worried that it might be different at Martinsville or a place like that, but the only times when you'll really see off strategy here, I think, is if the cautions fall a certain way. And we've seen Richmond races where there's no natural cautions, or very, very, very few. So, yeah. Chastain is certainly moving up, though. Chastain, we talked about earlier, he's now back tied for the last playoff spot with Bubba. I think he qualified 22nd, so he's now 13th. So Chastain appears to be the big mover so far. Brett W says, can you use both red sets in the last stage? Yeah, you can use them whenever you want. You don't even have to use them at all. It's not like F1 where you have to use a different compound. I think that's what will happen is if the cautions fall normally, everybody will save it in case there's overtime. Because let's say there's overtime and you don't have any reds left, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed because everyone will put on their red sets and go. My TV is on a setting. If you see me wave my hand here, my TV is on a setting where the picture automatically starts to go off if I like my monitor thing, or like the motion monitor, and I can't figure out on my remote how to turn it off because I lost my old remote. I have a new remote, so I have to wave my hands wildly at the TV like this to get it to turn back on. This happens 10 times a race or something, 20 times a race or whatever it is when I'm at home. And I always tell myself every week, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to find the remote. I'm going to fix this setting. And then the next race comes around. I was like, dang it. I never fixed that. Did you guys watch much Olympics? Since this is what we're seeing commercialized right now on Amazon. So CVAS asking about why did Larson get booed at the Nationals? I think I just think it's, at least according to the replies, it's winning too much. He's winning too much. It's the same thing, it's like the Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson type thing. When you start winning too much I think it's any form of racing. People don't like it. Race fans don't like it. So he's won 3 out of 4 Nationals now. He was on the pole. He led every lap last year. He's led 100 straight laps at the Nationals. I think, and Donnie Schatz, when he won 9 out of 10, he got booed too. So, I think it's race fans do not like frequent winners for the most part. They want to mix it up. They like the underdog stories. They like you can win occasionally, but people don't like it when you win too much and people are talking about you too much in racing. It's not like Tiger Woods golf where you're just like, man, I want to see what he can do this time. It doesn't feel like. Who goes to the 7? Well, Jordan Bianchi has reported that one of the leading candidates is Justin Haley. So I'll have to trust Jordan's reporting on that. Short commercial. Doesn't look like much passing so far, except Josh Berry has fallen from 3rd to 5th here as we come back. So now you've got a JGR 1, 2, 3, Hamlin, Truex, Bell. And then Ty Gibbs is... Where's Ty Gibbs? 14th. What's up with Ty Gibbs? And then Tyler Reddick's fallen out of the top 10. Interesting. He's 11th now. So I think both 2311 cars had qualified in the top 10. Bubba's still up there in 6th. So 4 of the top 6 are Toyotas. Austin Dillon's still hanging up there, 9th. Oh, the best thing. Oh, Matt Hartley's asked me the best thing I did when NASCAR was off the last couple of weeks. Well, the best thing was probably I was completely off, completely disconnected. I took Twitter, Instagram, my email, and Slack all off my phone for 2 full weeks. Because my family and we went to New York for 5 days, we went to Washington, D.C. for 5 days, and we went to Rehoboth Beach. So that was really nice. Just to disconnect and get out of like the constant, because I'm just scrolling all the time, right? Like I just live on Twitter. So that was nice. Who do you guys think is the fastest car right now? Because Truex is hanging still within a second of Denny. Obviously Denny got the preferred starting spot. I almost feel like Truex, if he gets track position, one of those races like this, he could set sail. Oh, look at Bubba with the bumper to Barry. Bubba's in a hurry, huh? But it didn't work because on the scoring monitor here, I have Bubba still P6. So whatever I'm seeing on TV right now did not work. Here's something I'm interested, guys. So you know how in F1 they immediately have a graphic with what tires they're on? Something in the, I assume something in the tires or something that tells them what kind of tires are being used. Maybe like a chip, RFID chip or something. How will NBC do that? Like I see that they have, like in practice, they had they said, okay, these ones are on red, these are on yellow. Is the technology that somebody has to manually say, well, okay, this team has reds, this team has this, like they have to go through every team because they don't have enough, pit reporters for that. You would think it would be automated somehow, but does NBC have that technology? Because they're not used to doing that. I guess they're used to doing it. Well, yeah, I guess in IndyCar they're used to doing it. So they probably have that technology if the tires are the same. If whatever, I assume there's some sort of a chip. Otherwise, how would you be able to tell, right? Oh, Christopher Bell really catching. I was looking up Christopher Bell catching Truex. Christopher Bell's already passed Truex here on the scoring monitor at lap 35. So I just a few minutes ago said Truex has the fastest car, and he just got tracked down and passed by Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell, who's crew chief Adam Stevens, tore like both patellar tendons jumping off a diving board. Ouch. Oh my God. Can you imagine? That sounds horrible. But he's in the war room. I guess Christopher Bell's car chief or whatever, if he won, he would get credited with the crew chief victory, even though Adam Stevens is back in the war room. I think it's whoever's on top of the pit box as crew chief, in person gets the credit for the win if Christopher Bell won. Would you guys be, since this seems to be working, I'm not going anywhere at the moment. I don't know if I'll do this the whole race or not, but would you guys be cool if I tweeted the link out to other people, or do you just want it to be a smaller discussion group? What do you think? They have two sets of the soft tires. I haven't heard anything on Scanner so far that was super interesting, Brett. I'm checking Twitter also for Scanner stuff. The only thing I've seen is that Davey Siegel tweeted that Truex wants a little bit more drive off. That's what he said right after he got passed. So. So it looks like Denny Hamlin is about to start lapping people. Oh, good. I'm glad, MJ Sprad, that the audio in the background matches yours, so it's not too much of a weird thing. Do you have YouTube TV also? Let's see if this is the preferred line. As Bell goes side by side, door to door for the lead. Boy, sure looks like Bell's going to make this pass here. He hasn't yet on the scoring monitor. But I guess the question of who has the fastest car just got quickly answered. There it is, new leader. Lap 46, Christopher Bell just made that pass. And on TV, is he going to make this pass on the outside? No. He cut down inside. No? Don't cut away from this aerial shot, NBC. This is good. Let's see. Oh, yeah. He did get him on the outside. Wow, look at that drive off the corner on the outside. That's a strong car right there. Ooh. Tell you what, we've sort of overlooked Christopher Bell this summer, but every time you get on these short tracks and these especially like these, 3/4 mile type tracks, everything just keeps pointing to Christopher Bell as a really, really, really scary guy for the championship. I mean, he won Phoenix earlier this year. He just won New Hampshire. I mean, man, he looks fast. I hate we go to commercial, but at least we saw the pass there. At least the pass wasn't in commercial. So, all right, back to the comments here since we're on commercial. I will be at Michigan. I'll be at Michigan and Daytona. Those are my next two. Ty Gibbs is still 15th, by the way. That's odd. Yeah. Dylan, I assume that's you. I don't know any other D Goodens, but yeah, lapped cars are this is definitely going to be a lapped car, aero blocking-ish type of race, you'd think. Oh, thank you on the photos. Before I had this is for the Movie Challenger. I had like my desk was in the corner and I had like just a bookshelf kind of thing. It was like, and my wife and my mom both were like, this looks terrible. Especially once we started doing the teardown on Dirty Mo Media. And then the teardown, the teardown is clipped and it goes out to all social. So like tons more people see it. Like you've got to get a better background. So mixed tiles. You ever heard those? Is not an ad. Mixed tiles. They told me to get mixed tiles. So I took a bunch of my quiet tracks, just randomly put them in mixed tiles. I don't know. It didn't even cost that much, $100 or something. They send them to you. There's like a little adhesive on the back, pop it up. And now I have like a better background. So my wife, my mom, both approved of that. So let's see. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, LBHMS. Kimberly, I was also trying to listen to MRN earlier and it was nothing. So I just thought maybe it was me. I couldn't get MRN today because I thought, well, if my feed's so delayed here, okay. We have some audio, some radio chatter here from Matt Weaver. Chris Gabehart tells Denny Hamlin, just so you're aware, the 20 has been thrashing it, sliding the tires wheel all over the place. So I assume that Gabehart's trying to tell Denny that maybe those tires, he's not taking good care of the tires, Christopher Bell. That would be my interpretation. So maybe he's telling Denny, keep doing what you're doing on this long run. He'll come back to you. What would you guys think in terms of what that means? Because otherwise he's telling him, hey, you can wheel it more and that gets you some more speed. But I think he's telling him he'll come back to you and he's overusing his tires is what I would think. But Bell's kind of driving away right now. He's up by 1.3 seconds. We have some more radio chatter. I follow the Racing Underdogs. So he's always tweeting about back marker type guys. Riley Herbst, who just got lapped, says, need some help. What am I doing wrong? He's told overall, not much. He's driving in a little too hard. So let's look back at the top 10 and see how things have changed. So Josh Berry, he was running third in the early part of this, and he's now down to ninth. Chastain started 22nd. He got up pretty far, but he's leveled off at 13th. Larson slipped a little bit and back up to 14th. Brad Keselowski. I really, really thought Brad Keselowski, after his qualifying lap, was going to move through the field. Keselowski's still 28th. And Chris Buescher's in the top 10. So is it that hard to pass today? It may be. It definitely may be. Although Christopher Bell made it look easy. So it's looking like Bubba has 1 point up on Ross Chastain in points as they run. Bubba is 5th right now, and Chastain, again, is 13th. So Bubba in position to get some very key stage points here. And Buescher is going to get, it looks like, 3 stage points. So that is not good for Chastain if his 2 competitors here get stage points right away. How many screens do I have? Well, I've got Twitter with like a tweet deck kind of thing. I've got the scoring monitor. I've got, oh, wow. Sorry, I was reacting to Christopher Bell, like with this huge slide, battling a lap car. Oh, and Denny and Martin had a little bump too while going 3 wide, huh? Looking at the replay there. Ooh. Man, it does look hard to pass. Yeah, I probably don't have as many screens as I could because, I mean, you could go with the in-car cameras, but especially since I'm trying to listen to the scanner feed too and all that stuff, it's just I can only do so much at once. So nobody pitted in this stage, and everybody made it on one set of tires. Yeah, not one car is pitted. So again, this is what I was worried about with the tires. If you get situations where there's just long runs at Richmond, you're not going to have, which is the norm, you're not going to have a bunch of different strategies. I hope that's not the case because I'd like to see how it works out. But I think the second stage is really long, right? Isn't it really long? That's the one where you have to decide in stage 2 and 3 whether you need to pit once or twice. So NASCAR seems to want to do a short first stage to get those commercial breaks, to get a restart. Looks like still 28 cars on the lead lap. In terms of surprises for not on the lead lap, I'd say Michael McDowell being the biggest one at the moment. He's 30th. Keselowski's going to get saved here. He's 27th. Looks like he's not going to get lapped. He's 2 cars ahead of Bell. Man, that's surprising. I thought Keselowski was going to be way better. Brandon Williams just tweeted me Braden Williams, just tweeted me a really nice home setup that he has. That's very impressive, Braden. So we've got 4 Toyotas in the top 5, 5 Toyotas in the top 10 at a track that everybody thought was going to be dominated by Toyotas. This is going to play into the I mean, if Bell keeps this up and he has a dominant race, which is certainly shaping up like that could be the case, this is certainly going to play into the Bell championship stuff. So, all right, that's the end of stage 1. Let me tweet these results here. I always like to do the by team and by manufacturer as well. We have a Davey Siegel radio chatter here. Damn it, I bent the toe link a little bit. I just can't help myself. Corey LaJoy got passed on the final lap of the stage and ends up not getting the free pass. Poor Corey LaJoy. Nothing seems to be going right for him at all.
I'm not a big fan of change, but I'm willing to try it. I gotta tell people about that.
That was big stage for Wallace. Big stage for Bubba Wallace there, as he is up now 5 points in points as they run. Alex Bowman says his car feels really out of the racetrack. Alex Bowman is P21. Yikes. Whoa. That's not good. So we got the Hendrick cars at P6, P12, 13, and 21. Not what the start Bowman wanted, for sure.
500 to last time. Sign here, please.
But I only wanted 5. There's not enough money in my account. I'm going to get charged.
You know, we don't start at that check. We got this one extra day before it overdrafts it.
Good to know. So you don't like
So Reddick did end up getting back up there. Barry hung on for from one stage point. Okay. Stage 1 by team, we've got JGR with 3, 2311 with both. Penske 1, RCR 1, RFK 1, SHR 1, Hendrick 1. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay, by manufacturer, we've got Toyota had 5 in the top 10. Ford had 3. And Chevrolet, only 2 cars in the top 10 in that first stage. All right, so what do you guys think of the leap? Maybe it's not even a leap. Let me build this case here for you for what I'm going to say. So I'm talking about Christopher Bell. He's got a lot of playoff points. That's been his Achilles heel before, right? He hasn't had enough playoff points. This year, I think he has the 3rd most playoff points so far. He's not good in points, so he's going to lose out when the points get reset because he's 6th in points as they run. But he's going to have enough playoff points to make a run. So then you look at what he did. Okay, he won Phoenix. He was 6th in Spring Richmond. He's obviously maybe has the fastest car here today. He won New Hampshire. He was 4th at Iowa. He was 7th at Gateway, but he could have won Gateway, right? Didn't he blow up? He was dominating and he blew up, right, at Gateway. So, do we have a bad pit stop here? Oh, we do. No? Oh. I see. Bell got into Eric Jones and tagged him as he was leaving his pit stall. But Bell wins the race off pit road. Is that what we have here? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I just saw some. So I saw Christopher Bell had contact, and I was. Anyway, so does he have damage? Ooh. How much is this? I don't know. You wouldn't think that that's that. I don't know. Oh, bad stop for Bubba. Okay. Good call, guys. Didn't see that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So what do you guys think? Let me go to Bell's channel here and see what they're talking about. How bad is that damage for Bell, and could that affect anything? Bell said that was more exciting than I was anticipating via Zach Albert of NASCAR.com. Their channel, their radio doesn't sound too much more. Sorry, I'm listening to the. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't sound. I mean, it doesn't sound like. Now, okay, if this is that much of an aero track and you know, he loses, he's not in clean air anymore. Well, he's gonna be he's gonna be in the same boat as everybody else that are having a hard time passing, I guess. But that damage and it's slow speed. I mean, you wouldn't think if he has clean air and he's out front, it's gonna affect. Oh, here. They're talking. There's a little damage to the grill. The structure of the nose looks just fine. They think he's fine. He says 10-4, wouldn't expect anything else with a little bit of sarcasm. So sounds like they're going to be all right. I got to go wave at my TV again. Oh, there it is. My TV keeps going off because I have the motion sensor off. All right. So right now they're going to take the green with 150 laps to go in this stage. They obviously went 70 laps in the first stage. So this is where, okay, we've got two cars with the option tires on. Daniel Suarez, who starts 16th, and Michael McDowell, who starts 29th. McDowell, I think, got the free pass on the last lap of the first stage. So let's see what these guys do. I'm gonna watch. So okay, again, we had 16th for Suarez. Suarez up to 13th on the first lap. McDowell, no progress on the first lap with his option tire. Zero. What? Okay, now we've got Suarez after his second lap. He's up to 10th. Oh, we've got something with this tire, folks. Wow. Daniel Suarez. Now Suarez up to 9th. Let's see how far he can go. Suarez up to 8th. Well, this is exciting. This is good. Option tires. But if it's a long run, how far will he fall back? This is a gamble. He needs a quick caution to get that track position. And we have a new leader, Denny Hamlin, because Bell is told to cool off his tires and he'll get him back. So Hamlin takes the lead on the outside, just as Bell did to Hamlin earlier. All right, let's go hear what Suarez's team is saying here, because this is an interesting development with this tire. Suarez up to 7th, and he restarted 16th. And McDowell up to 23rd. He's P20. McDowell's P20. Suarez P5. Holy cow. Tires. Tires were the secret. I like the ability with the different strategy here. But what happens? When are they going to fall off? Let's look at his lap times here. Okay. So our Suarez last lap as Suarez lap time's already fallen off 0.4 a second. Suarez up to third. Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Suarez is told to conserve his tires. He's up to P2. This is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, wow. They got him up there. He's going to take the lead. Suarez is going to take the lead. This is amazing. So Suarez has just been told to get out to a 1 second lead and just cruise and try to conserve the tires as long as he can. So they need 30 to 35 laps. So yeah, he needs another 30 to 35 laps on these tires or it's not going to work. And McDowell's up to 15th from 29th. Wow. This is so cool. This is fantastic. This is what everybody's dreamed of. And it's actually happening, it seems like. Wow. Spectacular. This is a great, super, super positive development. Think about the implications of this, right? Because it's introducing all sorts of strategy. It's introducing a bunch of unknowns. And even now, we still don't know if it's going to work, right? Because if this goes green and he has to pit under green and loses a bunch of laps and then he's on the other tire longer, he might end up worse than where he restarted at 16. So it looks spectacular for the moment, and he's going to be down a set for later whenever other people still have him. So it does make a difference. That's super exciting, but we also don't know if it works. It makes it very watchable. If everybody's on the same tire on this whole stage, it would just be this, long strung out. Are they going to pit one time or two times? Are they going to pit one time or two times? Suarez is told he's still 0.3 of a second faster than the rest of the field. He's has a 2 second lead now. Michael McDowell is told, this is interesting, the tires are not falling off. This is Racing Underdogs tweeted this. Stay focused. They're not falling off as near as much as practice. This could be huge. Eyes forward. So these tires are not falling off. They're actually lasting and fast. So, okay. So now what do you do? let's think about this as a group. Okay, how are you going to use your 2 sets? If you haven't taken them yet, how are you going to use your 2 sets? One thing would be if you could tell your driver to run as long as possible on this set of tires and just save your tires, save. You're going to give up tons of time. You're going to be like one of the last people to pit in this stage. You have the option tires for the end of this stage. You drive up. Then you start the last stage with, because the last stage should be similar length to this stage, right? So you could do the same thing in the last stage. Now, you're screwed if there's overtime or a late restart. But look at Suarez is up to a 3-second lead. And he's conserving. And McDowell's up to 10th, to 9th. This is unbelievable. Wow. Isn't it amazing how tires can transform a race? Like, it's completely changed our perception of this race. And just like with Bristol, right? Like, that became one of the best races of the year because of tires, even though that was an accident. This might be almost somewhat of an accident because I don't think they're supposed to last this long. Man, if these tires last long enough for Suarez and McDowell to make it to the window without falling off as okay, Suarez was just told that Bell and Suarez's lap times are breaking even. And if he's still running easy, that's good. He says, I'm running as fast as the car wants to go, but not faster. I'm not sliding the tires. That's what Suarez just said. He's not pushing. Suarez is not pushing. So okay. Letarte just made a point that McDowell's still moving forward. McDowell's up to 7th after restarting 29th. And he had a bad restart, I think, because after the first lap, he hadn't made up any ground. Wow. Goodyear did it. Goodyear really did it. This has such interesting implications for other races. I mean, think about this at Phoenix in the championship race, you guys. Right? Martinsville. This is good. Huh. Wow. So right now, let's try to figure this out. So there's 117 laps to go on the stage. They restarted with 150. So I assume nobody's trying to split this into thirds. It doesn't seem like on the other. Denny Hamlin says his tires aren't falling off. On the normal tires, not falling off. So they're seemingly going to go to half. So they'll wait till 75. Okay, so now Suarez is told to go hard. Oh, here comes Bell. Bell's within 1.5 seconds now. So okay, Suarez is told to go hard. Okay. So let's see what happens here. Also, McDowell seems to have leveled out. Ugh, my stupid TV keeps going off. Ugh, I have to like wave my hand until it gets the motion sensor. And I know there's a setting for it. Okay. So now that Suarez was told to go faster, he's still up by 1.4 seconds. McDowell's leveled off, but McDowell hasn't lost any spots yet. He's still P7. Man, this is so interesting. McDowell was told Racing Underdog says McDowell was told, I can go harder if you want me to. Here comes Bell. Bell's within 1.2 seconds now. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. Okay. Suarez's tires are starting to fall off, and McDowell's tires, well, he hasn't lost this. Well, I don't know how much they're really falling off. Okay, here's something for you guys. Suarez's tires are 1.6 seconds slower than when he started this run. I'm looking at his last lap compared to his first lap on these tires. 1.6 seconds a lap slower than when he started. So see how far it falls off in the next one. Yeah, so Suarez's tires right now, okay, I think this is the tipping point. This is the tipping point, guys. They lasted 50 laps before they started falling off worse than the other tires. Because now Suarez's last lap time, it was just over 25 seconds. Wait a minute. They are splitting it into thirds. Whoa. Okay, here's why I'm basically, okay, the prime tire, like this, even though it went green, the option tire put Suarez into the same window as these other guys who are splitting the stage into thirds. So to me, that's way longer than I thought they were going to go. And so it gets Suarez and McDowell on the same strategy as everybody else, which is great because they completely erase their track position. The only I see Buescher had to back up there. That hurts him. The only problem is now they're down one set and everybody else still has a set. So what's that going to do to the end of the race? If everybody else can do this for an entire third of a run or third of a stage. All right, let's see what they're putting. It looks like everybody's. Okay, so we don't. Okay, this is what I was worried about. It doesn't seem like the technology on the broadcast right now has it to automatically go to automatically tell us who is getting on these. They must have to input these manually with the option. So who was on the option? Chase Briscoe, according to Davey Siegel. Harrison Burton is on options. Bell took the regular ones. Cindric, Seth Eggert is in here. He says Cindric took options. Man, we really, come on, TV. We really, really need to know here who is on the options so we can tell what's going on. Because this is a huge storyline and we're in the dark. We're in terms of what the field is right now. We need to know. This is frustrating. This is a little bit frustrating. This is my first complaint just because we really need the information right now. Who else? Okay, we have Eric Jones, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Harrison Burton, we think. So nobody's going to try to split the stage? I mean, you only have Larson, Reddick, Stenhouse. No? I think only 4 cars haven't pitted. Keselowski, Stenhouse, Reddick, Larson. I guess Keselowski's trying to split it in half. That seems like a kind of alternate strategy they like. Toby Christie tweets, Kyle Busch was peeling out, but it appeared the number 8 team didn't get one of the left side tires tight. He had to stay held in the box. Costly pit stop. Okay, so NBC just said they don't know either. Frustrating. Frustrating. So they must not have the technology that they have, that F1 has, where as soon as some tires go on, I guess it automatically does it, I think, right? Anyway, that's a minor thing. The good news is these tires work. We just need to know. We need to know who has them, who's using them, because we'd like to track them and see the progress and understand who has how many sets left. Right? Should probably start. I need to start writing this down, probably, right? Because we need to figure out who has what left. So maybe I'll start a spreadsheet here so I can keep track. Okay. This is the kind of thing that's definitely going to come up on the teardown later. And okay, Richmond. Okay. So we have Suarez, McDowell, okay. So we think that, okay, so you guys are saying, so we have Zane Smith with Reds, and he pitted, okay, lap 121. We have Briscoe. He pitted the lap 119. Sorry, I'm like doing my work out loud, like I'm doing a math problem here. I'm just trying to fill in a spreadsheet so I can track who has what, who hasn't used their tires yet. Okay, we have Barry. You guys say Barry. Barry's up to 14th. I wish I had had where they restarted, though. Dang it. Okay, KK Fan 97. We have Hemrick. Hemrick on options. Thank you. Thank you for this info. Thank you, guys. This is helpful. So Hemrick. I could probably just look at the lap times, right? Probably just look at the lap times and figure it out. Sure seems like Todd Gilliland does. No? Okay, Cindric. Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot Cindric. Okay, sorry. Cindric was lap 121. Okay. I think Gilliland has him. Does anybody else feel like Gilliland has him? Gilliland has fast lap time, so I think. Man, I wish we had this. Let me go back to Twitter. Twitter might have. So we've got, oh, TV has it. Okay, great. Barry. Oh, I forgot. Okay. 41. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we've got Priest, Gilliland, Burton. Okay, so we have 125, 129, 129. Where's Harrison running? 120. Jeez. What? Man, Harrison's on options and he's running 32nd. What do you think Cliff Daniels is doing here? You think he's going to put on? I know one stop, but what is he going to? Would he try to put on options late in the stage for Larson, or is he just trying to save him? No natural cautions in this race. It's unfolding like a lot of other. Oh, so you say Gregson has? Okay, Gillen, Priest, Cindric. I'm trying to make sure we didn't miss anybody. I wish they'd cycle through the top 20 so we could see. Okay, so Reddick put on yellows. So here comes Larson. Last one to pit. To cut it in half. Well, okay, so there's 80 to go. So they're not going to try to make it 50 laps or whatever on the option. So, okay, so he's saving both of his for stage 3. Oh, my stupid TV. There we go. All right. Larson yellows. Let me try to go back through the Come on, NBC, help us out. Cycle through the back half of the field instead of the top 20. Please, we need to see who's on options. Help. I have Zane Smith, Briscoe, Barry, Hemrick, Cindric, Priest, Gillen, and Burton. So I have 8 drivers right now on the option tires. But there might be more. There's 8 on reds per NBC. Oh, well, those must be it. That must be it. We must have gotten it right. Right? All right, I'm going to tweet this, and I'm going to give credit to you guys.
It helped improve my symptoms. And Breastream was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send you to the hospital. So now, I look forward to more good days.
Breastream won't replace a rescue cover for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastream more than prescribed. Breastream may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breastream. Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melted cheese and tangy sauce? How briefly, let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher, gluten-free pizza.
Why did you whites really better?
Is it extra large?
Shannon, what do you mean turned down my TV so YouTube doesn't mute me? What does that mean? I turned it down. Oh, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I'll mute it. Oh, YouTube? Oh, okay. Oh, they do? Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could get copyrighted or whatever, kill the stream. Well, how am I supposed to hear what Steve Letard's saying? I'll just turn it down more. Maybe I'll have to watch it through my actual computer, but then it gets in my headphones with the scanner. So, all right. Well, I'll try to turn it down even more. Wait, did they just say Keselowski's on option tires too? Ah. Okay. Well, there you go. So we have Keselowski. Wait, he can't make it that long. No way. Oh. No, this is not going to be. Oh. Yeah, Letard agrees with me. They can't last this long because here's the problem. Keselowski pitted at lap 154. So he's got to go 76 laps on option tires. That seems unlikely, right? Don't you think? That's not Yeah, okay. So like for instance, here's what I have on this chart that I'm keeping, right? Okay. So like again, so Keselowski went to lap 154. I have Briscoe on options at lap 119. So to make to so and like Cindric just he came in for his second stop to split the stage into thirds. So to split it halfway, it doesn't seem like you can do that, right? Unless we're totally missing something, and Keselowski's going to make these last way longer than we think. But Bozy tweeted that the crossover and the fall off is in the lap time fall off when they switch is like 40 laps. And we noticed it for Suarez at lap 50. So going 67 laps to the end of the stage. Yeah, Barry's pitting. Even now, you wouldn't want to even come in and take reds even now. There's still 63 to go in this stage. So that's not even, I think you'd even want to go even longer if you had like even yellows on, for instance. But this is going to be really fun to try to dive into. So Barry went, he had last pit on lap 123. It's lap 168. So 45 laps. Yeah, I mean, 40-ish laps. Oh, thanks, Braden. This was helpful. I'm retweeting you. That's really cool. So Davey Siegel says Chase Briscoe's red tires were cording. So, ooh, Todd Gilliland with a killer penalty, speeding on pit road. Oof. That one hurts. He's going to go several laps down at a short track. Ouch. Oh, I lost my scanner. Do you guys ever have it where like your scanner, you have to like refresh it in the middle of the race on NASCAR.com? Like it just quits at some point in the race and you have to like, it just goes silent. I'm trying to get my scanner back up. Oh, the scanner's not even working for me at this point. Frustrating. Oh, I should mute my TV again. All right. Oh, what's wrong with Truex? What do we got? Here's the Truex bad pit stop. Oh, they didn't get the tire on. Jeez. Oh my goodness. He was still working on it. Oh dear. Oh, that's costly. That is costly. That's a race loser right there. Wow. All right, so we've still got 54 laps here. So I still don't think you could really put on the option tires at this point, right? So Keselowski, so all the people splitting it into thirds now are coming. So Keselowski should be the only one on red tires at the moment. And none of these would be in position to do it. So I guess most everybody's saving theirs until the end. Which, hey, I mean, if you're Suarez and McDowell, you're like, thanks for the free track position that got us back with everybody else, at least for now. And they still have a set left. Be very interesting to see how these teams, like, okay, let's say you're Chris Gabehart, Cliff Daniels, whoever, right? And you've saved both sets of your options for the last stage. So do you try to go option? Do you try to set it up so that it's option, and the race? And then if there is a overtime, you're just, oh, well, too bad. Because it doesn't seem like there's going to be, this is another one of those races where it's probably not going to be many natural cautions, if any. Typical Richmond. So do you do that, or do you try to just go one red set in the final stage and then sit on the red set and hope for the best and hope you get it last one? Keselowski's up to 7th on this strategy, but his lap times are, I don't know. I just don't think the Keselowski strategy is going to work. Honestly, okay, if it was, okay, here we go. So this is good. This is a good move right here. This is a really good move. I love this one. So Kyle Busch, with 47 to go in the stage, is going to take his first set. Yep. I like that one. That's a good play. That is a good play right there. Because now he can ride this all the way to out. And he's okay, so he's 28th at the moment. So let's see how far he gets. Brad Keselowski just said, sure would be nice to know more about what the hell's going on out here. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the Chris Buescher. So when did he pit? Lap 173. I didn't even see them pit. Lap 173. Did they even show that? I don't remember him pitting. Okay. So right now I only have 13. I have 13 out of 37 cars that have taken even one set of options. So obviously, you know, pretty much 2/3 of the field is trying to save both theirs for the end. Oh, by the way, we're still 10 laps from halfway in this race. Yeah. I mean, it is kind of hard to keep track of and it's complicated, but the alternative for this, I guess, is another boring Richmond race. Where literally there's been zero cautions in terms of natural cautions. So 38 to go on the stage. So this says Gibbs is on softs. This is okay. So Gibbs pitted around the same time Buescher did. And the broadcast is saying Gibbs is on softs. Did anybody catch that? Oh, it's frustrating. Totally missed that. Anyway, sorry. It's tough between somebody just said, I feel like I'm at Knoxville. So I guess they're sliding around. That's another thing I wish about the NASCAR scanner is I wish when you have it on the all scan that it would tell you who's talking when the name when somebody pops up to say, okay, this is 20 or whatever, right? Oh, here we go. Here we go. NBC just put up the option sets remaining. That's helpful. It's good. Man, the strategies in this are wild. You guys think this would work for Phoenix? Would you want to see? Let me ask you this. Let's vote. Let's vote. Let's vote. See if I can do a poll here. Okay, starting a poll. Okay. See the poll. Help me out. What's your take? What do you guys want? You want to see the championship decided with this element of it? Michelle says no, but Michelle also is Christopher Bell wants him to see win the championship straight up without any funny business. Is that fair, Michelle? Okay. I can understand what Seth O'Ducks is saying here. I love this race, but I don't want the championship to be decided on strategy, extra strategy. You want it to, see him decide straight up. But hey, I mean that's part of the game, right? I guess. Although it's not part of the game for most of this season. Maybe if it's a full season and you've had. Let me just. Sorry, people like racing by my house. Maybe, okay. So anyway, maybe if they had a situation where they had been using this for a bunch of races this season and then they use it for the championship race too, okay. But if it's only been used in like one or two races and then you use it for the championship and it's decided that way, I'm kind of with you guys on this. So Keselowski now, who still is not pitted, is tumbled down to 17th. Charles, I agree with you. Again, we have no problem if they just bring all of these tires with a bunch of fall off. Oh, that's great. That's great, sure. But to mix it up, of course, that probably is what NASCAR wants to mix it up. They don't really, if they're going to put Talladega in round 3, they're not really worried about, sort of like the straightforwardness of the championship. So Kyle Busch has gone to P18. Keselowski down to P19. This is not working out well at all for Keselowski, trying to make it to the end of the stage on this. Yikes. I mean, Jeff Clark, yeah, Reds aren't really helping as much the stage they did through this first stage. No one's motored through the pack. I think it's partly because they've all been so stretched out, right? You know, after the first stage, it was a restart where they all were bunched up again, so it was easier to carve right up through the field. Now there hasn't been a caution since lap 80. It's lap 211 now. Or lap caution since lap 70 for the end of the stage. So everybody's so stretched out right now. It's probably harder to make up ground and really make that Suarez McDowell gamble early on that might have been the call of the race right there. They're looking genius. I mean, Suarez is on the same strategy as the leaders now, and he's leading the race. So, a little over halfway. Can you guys take me for another hour and a half here? Mauricio, I think that's a good play. If you're going to take options, you're going to that's on a restart. That is the way to go. That is the way to go. So is Busher still on? Oh, my TV, sorry. Is Busher still on options? Where is Busher? He's 22nd. Why is he doing it? What's he doing back in 22nd? If he's on options. Because he took them around the same time as Gibbs. What happened to Gibbs? Did he pit? No, Gibbs did not pit. He just hasn't been able to come up through the field. Huh. Oh, you're saying 17 was never on options? We have mixed on whether 17 was actually on options or not. We need that graphic to come back and tell us who has how many sets left. My spreadsheet is just data of us all looking at Twitter and people's various teams' Twitter accounts and trying to figure it out. I like this group project. If ever I was going to start a live stream for a race, though, this was the perfect race to do it, because I need the help from the group project of all you guys looking through team accounts and saying, okay, who's on options, who's not. Here's one for you. Chase Elliott, I don't know why, is 15th. Who knows why Chase Elliott's having not a good run today? But anyway, because of that, Tyler Reddick is now P2 in the regular season championship standings. Larson, in points as they run, is up 8 points on Tyler Reddick, 11 points on Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin is 28 points back. This stage is wrapping up. We've got 9 to go. So let's play a little game. 9 to go. Christopher Bell is 1.2 seconds behind Daniel Suarez. Is Christopher Bell going to catch Suarez for the stage win? I'm going to say no. They're on 4-lap different tires. They're on the same colors of tires. I think Suarez, with track position being so important, even though Bell has maybe the fastest car, I don't know if Bell... It's 1.1 seconds now with 7 laps to go. I don't think Bell's going to get there. So this has been a brilliant day for Daniel Suarez's team, huh? The entire thing got set up by 2 things for Daniel Suarez. This is most by Trey Ryan. If you're not following Trey Ryan 99, by the way, most laps that Suarez has ever led in his career. But so this Suarez thing got set up by 2 things. First of all, obviously we know the option tires, right? And at the stage 1 break, he puts those on with McDowell. Second thing, he short pitted Bell by 4 laps. Is that exactly right? Yes. Suarez short pitted Bell and jumped him by 4 laps, and that allowed him to get the track position to take the lead when it cycled out. And he is staying there through the end of the stage and is looking like he's going to get the stage win. So, how about that? Three to go. Nah, Bell's too far back. All right, so this is a Daniel Suarez stage win. Let's find out who knows when is the last time Daniel Suarez. Let's see. When's the last time Daniel Suarez won a stage? I have a Daniel Suarez stage 1 win in the Cup race at COTA, 2022. Oh, Chicago Street Course? Last year? Did Daniel Suarez win stage 2 at Chicago Street Course? No, it doesn't count. End of race doesn't count as a stage. Oh, Dustin Albino is saying Daniel Suarez, yeah, first stage victory since 2022. There you go. Kyle Busch says he needs a pair of scissors. His team apologized to him for putting the reds on. That was their best bet, they said. So it must have not worked out. So even that 40 whatever laps is too long for reds. So remember that later. Okay, so we've got Hamlin finished third in that stage. Legano fourth. We have Austin Dillon fifth. Austin Dillon fifth in that stage. My goodness. McDowell, hey, McDowell's gotten lost in the Suarez strategy, but McDowell is sixth in that stage. His strategy is working out well too. Also Bubba Wallace, more stage points. He finished eighth that stage. Zane Smith, ninth that stage. And Elliott came back. Elliott came back to get P10. Ross Chastain, no stage points today. And Bubba got stage points in both stages. Not good for Chastain. Okay. So stage 2 by team. So we have 2311 both cars. Trackhouse 1, JGR 2, Penske 1, RCR 1, Front Row 1, Spire 1, Hendrick 1. So nobody had more than 2 cars in the top 10 in that stage, team-wise. By manufacturer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we have Toyota 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, Chevy 4, Ford 2. Oh, shoot. I just said Zane Smith and sorry, I meant Hocevar. Sorry, I'm stupid. What happens when you're live, you can see me distractedly. Dumb. Won't even let me edit it. Dumb. I should have looked at the comments before I tweeted that. This is a very distracting day. All right. Let's figure out who's going to put on options for this next stop. We've got only 14 cars that have taken option tires so far. Who will do it now to start stage 3? Will anybody take that chance? There's 165 laps to go right now. So I think I just heard Childers say that he wants to put red tires on Barry. And Barry's the lucky dog. All right, so we think that almost everybody's going to be on reds. So almost the whole field's on reds now. Yeah, Kyle Busch asked for scissors in the car. I wasn't sure what he was. Okay, so it seems like the overall strategy here I can't hear whose radio it is, but they're saying it's 5 to 7 seconds faster. Data is showing to one stop this stage. Obviously, anybody on reds has to stop twice. So oh, he's cutting his wrist brace off? Oh. Oh, it's Gilliland's radio I'm listening to that's saying this. Okay, so the data is showing apparently that it's better to one stop this stage and split it in half. But a lot of people want to take these red tires. So it's going to be. We'll have to do our group project again here and try to figure this out. All right. So we've got Bell. Oh, here's the Kyle Busch scissors thing. Ah, driving with scissors. Oh my gosh. He's driving like one hand, cutting off the wrist brace. Oof. Boy, his wrist, he looks like that must be hurting if he's. He said that he wouldn't have been able to drive this week. All right. So we've got Wallace. You're saying he's on. So we have Hamlin and Legano, we think, on. Booty Barker, according to Alan Cavana, said do 40-ish laps on reds, 60-ish on yellows, 50-ish on reds. We've seen 50 doesn't work, though. Okay. All reds in the top. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of reds. And Cindric put his second set on. Okay, so that's he has none left. I don't blame him, but Barry used his second set, so he's out. Barry has none left. Ooh, this is crazy on these tires. Suarez dropping anchor now. Now Suarez is paying for the. Oh man, this is. Oh jeez. People are just zooming by poor Suarez. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, they might have almost left him out on old tires. This looks that. Oh man. Oh, poor Suarez, huh? Whew. Well, easy come, easy go. My list is getting so long now, I'm going to have to alphabetize it on the spreadsheet. Oh, now I got to figure out who I'm missing. I have 30 cars. No, they changed Dylan. It looks like they changed Dylan. That was wrong, it looks like, huh? Because Dylan's on, they have Dylan as on options now. So NBC must have. All right. So I have Retzloff, LaJoy, Herbst, Haley, Ty Dillon, Nemechek, who are sort of unknowns here. I don't know if they've used any. Oh, it looks like Nemechek's. Okay, so they have Nemechek there on Reds. I'm missing one more person. Oh, I don't have Jones. I don't have Jones. Does anybody remember if they saw Jones as taking any? Oh, Truex. Man. I really thought this might have been Truex's last best chance to Truex blow, man. So this is another Toyota engine problem, right? I mean, they've had multiple now. Yikes. Yikes. What's going on with the Toyota engines? Oh my goodness. This is very, very worrisome. Very, very worrisome. This is yikes. That's the kind of thing that costs you a championship right there. Not even in the championship race, but just in moving on. I mean, you get especially Truex doesn't have a lot of playoff points. Yikes. Interesting. Kelly Crandall has the list of TRD engine woes. Ty Gibbs at Indy and Pocono, Denny at Sonoma, Bell, Gateway. Dude. Sorry, I missed what driver this is, but he's having a complete meltdown. He was like just cursing at his team, saying they went the wrong way on an adjustment. He's like, do I have to get out of the car and make this adjustment myself? This is 3 times tighter. Who was that? He was like MFing his team. Huge. No, it wasn't. It was a younger sounding voice. It was like I don't know if it was like a Riley Herbst or No, it wasn't a Blaney. It was a younger. Oh, it might have been Gibbs. Maybe it was Gibbs, but he was dropping F-bombs though. Maybe it was Gibbs. Because he was mad. And it was said in sort of like an entitled way. You know what I mean? Like it was like again, it was like, I'm going to get out of this car and make this adjustment myself. It's not something you would say to a crew chief if you. All right. So I think the spreadsheet is updated, my friends. The only ones I don't have accounted for are LaJoy, Retzloff. Who knows if Retzloff is taken? Ty Dillon. No idea. No idea. We have no idea. And we don't know Jones either. Wish we knew Jones. And Herbst. And Haley. Dang it. We don't have a full picture of the field, although these are not cars that are in contention to win. So even if they have 2 sets left, it's not super relevant to the story that we're following here with 136 laps to go. No natural cautions. Oh, Haley had them on at the end of stage 2, you say? All right. I'll put him down as a possibility. And we think Jones did. Okay. All right. We've got 135 to go. Time to start looking up the no natural cautions stat. All right, no natural cautions. The last time was 20. Oh, well, I'm sorry. No natural cautions at Oval. We had one at COTA this year, and we had Road America 2022. Then we had Indianapolis GP and Watkins Glen both had 1 natural caution last year. That's why we have stage breaks again. The last Oval with no natural cautions, drum roll please, is Richmond 2020. So Richmond could go back-to-back ovals in terms of no natural cautions. Again, that was 2020. I'm trying to see the other recent ovals, if it was 3 in a row for Richmond somehow. It happened twice in 2019. Yep, Patrick Healy as Vegas. So here's what's crazy about it. NASCAR went from 2002 until 2019 without running a race with no natural cautions. And then they had 2 in 2019, 1 in 2020. And then there was 1 in 2022. And I think Coda this year. Yep. So it doesn't happen very much, but we are on the way at this point. And I don't care if I jinx it, because think about what the cautions. Think about what the red tire strategy would do if there was a couple cautions here to mix things up. Let's see. It looks like Burton. They have Burton on them now, so 235. So he's out. Burton has none left. Barry has none left. Cindric has none left. Is McDowell? Oh, Gregson's on them now. Okay, McDowell's out. All right, I'm just trying to update my list here and try to see who's out of these. Larson just pit. Yep, here we have pit stops, guys. Okay, we have pit stops. A lot of the guys that started on reds are now pitting, and they're taking yellows to try to get them as far as they can toward the end here, because there's 121 to go. So yeah, you can go. They'll try to go maybe 80 laps on these, and then take reds to finish, and hope there's no overtime. And if there's overtime and only 1 or 2 cars have cars left, they're going to win, and it's going to be an upset win. Byron just pitted. All right. Starting to mix things up. Boy, Richmond, man. Well, here's a problem. So McDowell's used both of his now. He just pit to take his off. He's out. So when everybody else is going to take their last set later, I don't know where's that going to leave McDowell? Oh, Christopher Bell's team seems happy with their pit stop. Wow. Elliott's really staying out longer on his red. I don't know if that's going to... Oh my gosh, Bell speeding. What? Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Wow. Well, there goes the fastest car. There goes the fastest car. The fastest car in my fastest car tracker on the Athletic is not going to win the race today. It's going to be somebody else. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. How about that? Man. Wow. So right now it looks like nobody's on reds. Boy, oh man. Elliott comes out. Elliott stayed out too long on his reds, or longer than everybody else. And now he's 20th. Is that right? Yikes. That's 19th. Elliott's 19th. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one right there. Dustin Long points out that Bell finished 6th in the spring when he had a speeding penalty in the last stage. 110 to go here. So here's what we have to think about. Nobody has, at least among the front runners, nobody has 2 sets left of reds. So let's say there's a caution. If there's a caution now, do you put on yellows and try to make it as long as possible and then put on reds under green at the end? Or do you make it, you can make it from, you could almost make it from here on tires, right? Without stopping. I mean, your tires would fall off a lot. But 107 to go? Or do you restart? If there's a caution now, do you restart on reds? use your last set, and then under green, come down for yellows, and that's your last set, and you just have to deal with how it ends the race on them. So what are you telling me that Suarez is doing? Why is Suarez pitting now? So they're effectively doing what we just said if a caution would have come out, to get them back in the window with the other teams for their last set of reds. That makes sense. That makes sense. So he had to run longer, though, to do that. Well, actually, I don't know. No. He's not going to. Suarez can't make it, right? He can't try to go 103 laps on these tires, right? No. They're just going to come in and try to pit under green for reds. All right. That's Chad E. That's the problem with the Suarez thing, because he's lapped. So you're not, now he's off strategy with everybody. How's that going to work? Man, Austin Dillon. That's a great, I mean, Jeff Clark says, you can't finish the race with red still in the pits. He will pit again. I agree to an extent. But here's the thing, right? Suarez is not going to finish top 10 regular season points. Suarez is already clinched because he won Atlanta. So what is he really out there racing for? Points, he's 16th in points. Points do not matter for him whatsoever. The only thing that matters for Suarez is winning. So what if you're Suarez and you say, I'm going to save this last set in case a caution comes out with 10 to go and everybody's already used their last set. I come down, put my last set on, and I'm the only one with reds. I rocket past 20 cars and win. That would be the play. And I think that's the play for an upset too, in terms of like an Austin Dillon type situation. Yes, he's running third, but is he going to beat Hamlin and Legano straight up? Is he going to go past them on the track? I don't know. I mean, to me, this is almost a Hail Mary situation if you're Chase Briscoe or you're whoever. Although Briscoe, maybe he has one set left. I would just try to, if you think that you need to win to get in the playoffs, you risk it all on trying to get a caution with 10 to 15 laps to go. Even, you know what? Even 20 to go. Possibly even 30 to go. Because these tires lasted 40 laps before they started falling off. If you can get, if you can have the whole field pit before, I mean, let's say they all pit with 40 to go. And everybody takes their last set of reds. So it hasn't taken them yet. Or the leaders take their last set of reds. Under green with 40 to go. Then you get a caution with, you might have lost so much lap time by then, though. You might have gotten lapped by staying out on your yellows. Well, you could take new yellows. You could take new yellows and then still just wait and see if you can catch it and take new reds with 20 to go. Then your reds are that much faster than the people that have 20 laps on theirs, or 10 to go, whatever. Yeah. Okay. This could work. This could work. You're just gonna need you can't have a race with no natural cautions though. I mean, think of all the varying strategies if this race had a bunch of cautions. That would be crazy. You'd have people going such huge swings. Suarez and McDowell have sort of carried the story in that sense. You're right, though. There's got to be a caution here. This race is so, it's right on the verge of like something really cool and really compelling. If you can get a caution to mix up the strategy just that much, there's 90 to go. 90 to go. If it plays out straightforward, then all the leaders are just going to put on their red tires at the same time. And maybe it comes down to Legano and Paul Wolfe jump Gabe Hart and Hamlin by putting their reds on or something like that, right? Or maybe Dylan tries it, right? But and that's fine. That's still strategy. Yeah, McDowell's out of them. I still think, again, I'm only saying this because you have to think like a crew chief, right? Like this is what Letarte would say. You're thinking right now, if you're on the pit box, okay, if a caution comes out right now, what do we do? If a caution comes out right now, what do we do, right? So 80 to go. Man. 80 to go, I leave my reds. If there's a caution right now, you come down, you put on a set of yellows, and you run the race out. Because otherwise, if you come in and put reds on, yeah, you got a bunch of track position, but unless you get that caution, you then have to put on your green, and you're done. You can't make it to the end. Well, everybody else can now. Everybody else can make it to the end if they pit right now. So I will say, though, I mean, let's not discount here an Austin Dillon straight up victory. He is trying to pass Joey Logano. So that would be one of the bigger surprises in a while. If you just had out of nowhere Austin Dillon straight up, no funny business, just drive to the front and win. What? After they've been junk all season? Is that car legal? Amazing. Good for them if so. Good for them if they can do it. I mean, where has this been? What is Austin Dillon? I mean, pause for racing reference. Pause for racing reference, my favorite website. Okay, Austin Dillon, 0 top 5s this season. Austin Dillon got a top 5 at Bristol Dirt last year, but in terms of a top 5 on a paved track, Austin Dillon, Homestead 2022 was his last top 5 finish. That was after he had made the playoffs at Daytona when Reddick was a good teammate that year. So he's headed toward a top 5. He's thinking about a win. Austin Dillon's last win on a short track. Who knows? Who knows the answer? Austin Dillon, last Cup Series win on a short track. Does anybody know? I didn't listen to Dirty Modo this week. I was on vacation. Never. That's right. He's never won on a short track. Correct. I usually do listen to Dirty Modo, but I never listened this week. Austin Dillon's wins. You've got that Charlotte win. You've got the Texas win that kind of came out of nowhere in 2020, and you've got 2 Daytona wins. That's his. Those are his career wins. So never won on a short track. Austin Dillon. Yes, as Nick says, he was 32nd in points coming into today. He would be 27th in points as they run. Hey, what a system! All you got to do is win once. All right, it's still not over because I think there's still something to be decided here. Oh, Hocevar's out of sets? When did that happen? I missed that one. Are we sure Hocevar's out of sets? I don't think he used his second set. I never saw him use a first set. I have him as the same strategy as everybody else. Well, whatever. Stupid. Everybody knows how to fix the power saving thing, the motion sensor thing on your TV without the original remote, where I can't get into like the menu. I have to wave my hands. I have to throw a pen at this thing. Put on reds with 50 to go. Is that what they're saying? Why? No, I don't think so. That's too long. Then you're gonna drop off, and somebody's gonna come past you who put them on with 40 to go. Did they just say Austin Dillon has the best car? The best car of those remaining, maybe. All right, we have Austin Dillon to second. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. He is going to be racing for his season, racing with all he's got here. And he's still got a set of reds. Oh, my goodness. Who saw this one coming? Not me. I mean, I thought, okay, he had a good qualifying run. He was good in practice. Okay, yeah, maybe he gets a top 10, but in contention for the win? What? No. Oh, Austin Dillon's catching Hamlin fast. He's within half a second. Whoa. Well, you may be wondering, my friends, what does this do to the playoff picture if Austin Dillon wins and moves the cutoff line up a spot? Guess what? Bubba Wallace right now is ahead of both Buescher and Chastain. What? Oh, my goodness. They just asked Austin Dillon for, I'm listening to Dillon now, obviously. They just asked him for a balance update, and he just said, good. Where did this come from? What in the world? What would you where would you rank this Austin Dillon upset if he pulled it off? in terms of like, not like super speedway stuff or like a road course win or something, but in terms of just like out of nowhere, what the heck, you know? I mean, those happened a few times in the first year of the next gen. Almirola at Loud one, Matty G. At Loud, Matty G. That's a good one. That's a good one. Almirola at Loud. That was an out of nowhere one for sure. Like, where did this come from? Oh, he's right there. The USA's back on. He is right there, folks. What is going on? What is happening? They just told Dylan, you've got time, set him up. 68 to go. We've got a big battle on our hands. Legano, okay. Well, we said Paul Wolf and Legano might short pit. Did he put on his yellows? No. Yeah, of course they did. Because they're you can't make it on reds from here. So nobody's going to take their last set of reds right now? Oh man, they jumped Dylan. I just don't think Dylan's team was thinking that they were all going to come right there. So now everybody's going to put on yellows. Everybody's going to save their last set of reds for late caution, and the strategy is going to play out straightforward. And Denny's probably going to win. Is that what's going to happen? Somebody's got to try to run long on this set and take reds with 40 to go. Somebody has to, right? Like, why did Harrison Burton just pit? Why run long on this set to try to make it 20 more laps and just get yourself in the window to try to use the reds to the end? Nobody's using them. You're going to pass people. They're all just saving them in case they, which is, you know, that's fine, but man. Yeah, I guess if you go a lap down, it doesn't matter, Braden. That's probably true. No, we haven't had any natural cautions, Stephen. We're looking at the second race of the season with no natural cautions. First oval since 2020, Richmond, with no natural cautions. 61 to go. So is that ball game in terms of anybody trying with reds right now, or are we still? Let's see, who has not pitted? We only have. All right, we only have Blaney, Suarez, Stenhouse. Oh. Well, Suarez has got a shot here. Suarez is going to take reds under green for his last stop. Right? I mean, he'll lose laps when he pits, though. So Suarez is cooked too, right? Because when he has to pit, unless he tries to run this out, but he'd have to go 108 laps. Yeah, so only 3 cars haven't pitted. Blaney's running long here, I think. Because why else would he be staying out right now? Okay, so we're going to have some people at least try it with the reds here. It looks like Bell. Wow, Dylan is really on it. Dylan, man. Dylan could really – we have to start getting ready ourselves for a shocking Dylan win here. He's only 0.4 seconds behind Denny. So, yeah, Denny jumped him, but – okay, what's Bell putting on? Bell puts on yellows too. It's 55 to go. Yeah, I can't. They can't put on reds yet. It's stupid. So did Blaney pit yet, or is Blaney still out there? Okay, so I think Blaney and Suarez, right? Blaney and Suarez are trying to run long enough to get to 40 to go or 45 to go or whatever it is and put on reds, I think. But they're going to get lapped when that happens. So it isn't a moot point. Wow. Austin Dillon. How do you explain this? They just told him, stay patient. We are better than him on the long run. How do you explain if Austin Dillon wins this race? I mean, he finished 6th at Gateway, but that's his only top 10 since April. Austin Dillon has 1 top 10 since April. He only has 2 top 10s all season. He finished 8th at Texas, and he finished 6th at Gateway. And we're talking about Austin Dillon with 4 races to go in the regular season, somehow winning this race straight up. I guess you just never know. Any given Sunday, right? That's I'm on YouTube TV also, Philip. Man, Denny letting his teammate go, getting himself unlapped, and then that sort of lost enough momentum there, put him in dirty enough air to get Dillon back on his bumper. Man, I'll tell you what, This is shaping up to be a really big race for Bubba Wallace as well. I don't think they've really talked about him much, but he's P6, and he's now 4 points clear of Chris Buescher and Chastain behind him. So he's cleared both them for a playoff spot at the moment. And if Dylan wins this race and the line moves up, wow. Here's something else to think about. Ty Gibbs, who may have been that angry radio chatter earlier, is suddenly only 20 points up on Bubba. Ty Gibbs is running 20th. So that's no certainty at all. Okay, so you're saying Blaney's about to pit Valerie? Okay, so that's 44 to go. Okay, I like that. I like that move. Let's see what this does now, because he's gonna have to come all the way up and unlap himself, but he's gonna come with his red tires. Game on, everybody. Here we go. 43 to go. Will this work? Will this work? So where's he going to come out here? Blaney comes out. I think I'm looking at P. $18. Come on, cycle through. This hasn't really cycled through, but I think Blaney might be P12 or sorry, P18. All right. So yeah, Blaney's 18th. So he's the only car. Oh, Haley just pitted. So he is trying to get his reds now with 39 to go. Okay, Suarez. All right. So you've got Suarez trying it now. Suarez putting on the reds. I love totally different strategy. Where will he come out here? Possibly P15. Let's see. Looks like he might be P15 and Blaney's 16th now. Let's see if this shakes out. Meanwhile, Dylan within 0.2 seconds. Whoa. Dylan suddenly within 0.2 seconds as Hamlin's in lap traffic. All right, I have Suarez 15th, Blaney 16th. Is that right? What you guys have? That's what it says on TV, so guess so. So how this here's the problem though. They're probably 25 seconds or something. That's a long way to go, but they can go hard. I will say this. If Austin Dillon gets close to the end, he's going to knock the crap out of Denny, right? He will not. He will wreck Denny to win this race. Or he should. But maybe he'll pass him straight up. Dylan's tires are 1 lap fresher than Denny, so they're almost even. Whoa, this is good stuff right here. Because Denny's in trouble coming from both sides. He had to let Ty Gibbs go. Oof. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, this is good. This is good stuff, guys. Wow, heck of a race to come back from the break with, I guess. I mean, no natural cautions, but it's playing out pretty well. My goodness. If you're Austin Dillon, you have to. Yeah, I am so far behind, Tyler. Let me ask you this. Even though Austin Dillon's been in Denny's basketball league and all this crap before, right? If you're Austin Dillon, do you just outright dump Denny for the win to make the playoffs and just say, sorry, man. And Denny will say, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to wreck you back. You say, yeah, but I made the playoffs. You know what I mean? Oh, he doesn't need to. I have the scoring monitor just changed. Let's see how he did it here. Wow, he's faster. He's just faster. I mean, what can you say? Wow. Wow. What an upset. Man, this is a big, big upset. And here comes 12 on his red tires to see if he's going to have to go an entire lap around. That's not super likely, but I guess it's possible. 28 to go. Suarez is currently 17 seconds behind. Wow. Suarez is okay. Sorry, I was just looking at lap time stuff. Suarez down to 15 seconds. He had the same strategy as Blaney, but Blaney can't get through there. Blaney's P13. Suarez. Oh, boy. This is game on strategy-wise, my friends. Oh, my goodness. The option tire. At least it's doing what's intended. We're getting to see a show. Who knows? What's going on here? Suarez going to come all the way around and win? Oh, my goodness. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? You would have said, okay, out of out of these drivers this year, you're talking about either Austin Dillon making the playoffs over Kyle Busch or Daniel Suarez making the playoffs over Ross Chastain among their teammates. Now, Chastain could still maybe make it. But Daniel Suarez could have 2 wins, Chastain 0, Kyle Busch 0. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. I don't think they've told – I'm listening to Dylan. I don't think they've told him anything yet about Suarez. Oh, my goodness. This is so fascinating. Where did Austin Dillon get the pace to just outrun the usual suspects straight up? What? Oh, Suarez within 12 seconds with 16 to go. 15 to go. Okay, 15 to go. Suarez is down to 10 seconds, 10.9. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Boy. Ty Gibbs is suddenly on the bubble. Look, he was going to be a lock. Even Truex with one more bad race is suddenly vulnerable. And what if there's another new? We're all thinking a new winner was going to come for Daytona. If Dillon wins this, well, it's a long way because Suarez is still in this. Oh my gosh! How about a double? How about a double Austin playoff berth, huh? Oh, Suarez, 9 seconds with 11 to go. He might not get there. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, I think. Wow, Jordan tweeted, Austin Dillon hadn't led a lap all season. Is that right? Golly, that is crazy. That is crazy. So Goodyear just put out a release, and they said on the 25 lap mark, the lap times evened off. So Suarez, 7 seconds back with 8 to go. I think he's going to run out. He's going to run out of time. He's going to run out of time. Suarez, this is looking like a Dillon win, guys. Wow. Wow. This is unbelievable. I think I even wrote in our preview on The Athletic this week, this is not a race for upsets or something like that. Whoops. Wow. Yep. Suarez can't do it. He's out of time. 6.5 seconds with 6 to go. This is an Austin Dillon victory, barring a caution. Wow. Wow. That's wild. How do you think Kyle Busch is going to take this? Kyle Busch just wants that one win to keep his streak going. And instead, Austin Dillon's going to get it for RCR. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a shocker. I cannot get over this. And it wasn't even because of the option tire. It was just straight up. Straight up. Man, maybe Dillon did have the fastest car, faster than Bell today. Would Bell have won this race, or was Dillon going to pass him too? What do you think? What do you guys think about fastest car? Did Dillon have it? Or was Bell faster? Bell, yeah. Man, this is such a. I mean, Dillon doesn't just have the lead; he's blowing them away. Caution! There's a caution! Oh my gosh! There's a caution, you guys. Oh my goodness! You've got to be kidding me! Oh, what? I don't know what happened yet. I don't know what happened yet. My thing just lit up yellow. Oh my goodness. This better have been a legit caution. This better have been a legit caution. What was that? I'm still waiting on a replay. What the hell was that? They're just trying not to get lapped, and so what? What was that? He just not clear. Not clear. Dude. Wait, did they just say the 47's loose? Wait, are they? Wait, everybody's blaming it on Stenhouse? What am I missing? I thought that was on Priest. Oh, he locked him up? Wow. Well, everybody will put on Reds who has them. Wow. Wow. That crash seems so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Wow, Dylan wins the race off pit road, though. Wow. Hamlin loses a spot. Well, if Dylan's going to win this one, he's going to have to. Oh, man. So Auto Racing Analytics just tweeted, Austin Dillon has lost more positions on restarts this year than anyone, minus 87 positions. Wow. I'm floored. I'm floored. Austin Dillon just asked his team, what won it here last time, bottom? I want to say jumping the restart is what won it. You know NASCAR is going to be watching this time, this restart. Man. Wow, I'm so shocked still. Imagine having to regroup after that. I mean, you're about to get this season-saving win. And also you don't know if the tires are going to handle differently. You know, oh, you're not Chatty, you're not allowed to take only 2s. You have to take 4 if you can't change, you can't have different matching tires with the colors. Wow. Well, what a day, guys. What a day to watch this one with you guys. Whew. I appreciate you hanging out. I won't be able to do this again for a couple weeks. Maybe because I'll be at the next 2 races. Maybe Darlington. Oh, that's like a 5-hour race. I don't know if I want to be on here for 5 hours or something, but maybe we could do it for Xfinity or Chuck sometime when I'm home too. Yeah, it's been fun hanging out with you guys. I probably tweeted less, but Twitter. So at this point, do you feel like openly bad for Austin Dillon if he doesn't win this race? Or do you not, is it just part of racing? And if Legano wins or somebody, you feel bad? Interesting that, yeah. Hamlin might try to stick this 3 wide, opening the door for, I don't know. All right, I'm going to be behind on you guys. I'm going to be behind here. So I'm going to be watching the scoring monitor first. So I'm going to watch the full thing. And then I'll get back to you afterwards. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Well, anyway, I'll talk to you about that one on the teardown. Thanks for joining. That was yeah. All right. See ya.